Hello, friends. Welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Ashley. Today, I want to take you along with me through my process of refreshing our sun porch. My husband and I had laid peel and stick flooring on our sun porch shortly after we moved in. This space does not get AC or heat, and at times even endures some of the weather elements due to all the sliding open windows. Even though we used strong and weather resistant adhesive, over time it all lifted on the corners and edges, and I just could not take it anymore. It looked awful. This is not an area we want to dump a lot of money in at this time, as flooring can be expensive. So I decided to come up with an affordable option of just painting the floor with an exterior paint. You know how much I love the checkered board flooring or look in general if you've watched any of my previous videos. So this is what I plan to do out here. My husband removed all the peel and stick floor, and it did leave a very sticky residue behind, so he simply laid a new subfloor using plain plywood. Now I know this has a rough surface, but I am not too concerned with that. I like the rustic look it will give once I'm done painting, and again, this is an outside area. I will be laying a rug out here as well, so I am okay with that for now. Make sure to keep watching so you can see how we transform this room and decorate at the end of this video. And if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I hope you all enjoy, and from my cozy home to yours, this is Ashley Elaine Home. Here is the finished floor in our sunroom that my husband finished laying down, and I'm going to start painting it. I'm going to put just a solid white coat, so it'll probably take multiple, I'm assuming, because this is plywood and it does soak it up quite a bit. But I just don't want to really put the money into an expensive floor right now. We put some peel and stick with some adhesive that said it would hold the weather, but it did not. As you see, there are all these windows, and sometimes it rains in here. There's no AC in here. There is no heat in here, and it just peeled up. So I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna do black and white checkers, and a rug goes out here anyways, and see how that does. Tilly, you gonna help mommy paint? Yeah? Okay, so we have the entire floor painted white now. I'm gonna let this all dry, and then it'll be ready to come in and do the black checkers. So I used a level and a pencil and marked off my checkers. It's kind of a diamond checker pattern, if you can see it. And then I'm going to take my black paint and just start painting in the squares. And I am using this Royal brand semi-gloss exterior paint and primer for the black paint. It's got excellent durability and adhesion, so it resists peeling. So I'm hoping this will really do good out here. Here are the first 2 squares, so you can now see a little better what I'm doing. And we have so much more to go. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. We still need to put the wood trim back along the edges, but we'll do that later on. That's just not going to happen in this video. But yeah, we have these built-in little shelves in here we're going to style. And this was originally a panel to get through to the other part of the house. So if you see and are wondering what that is, but it's for the most part pretty hidden. But yeah, so let's get to bringing back the furniture in here and getting the space decorated. I thrifted these lace curtains. I thought they were super pretty and they're really long. So I got them at Goodwill for only $6.49 for a set. So I'm going to hang those in the sunroom. Thought it would just give it that little cottage charm and touch. I decided to turn my herb kitchen into more of a collaborated shelving space. So with that shelf, I'm going to add all my herbs, and it's still located close enough that I can walk out here, grab the clippings I need, and bring them in to cook. So I'm just arranging here all of my different items and accessories that I'll need to do that with all the different herbs that I have still growing as of now. I love to propagate new plants from the plants I already have in my home by just going around and clipping the ends, placing them in this little propagation stand here. My mother and my sister have both bought me one of these in the past. So you just see that I'm adding some of my ivy clippings to it now. And once the roots form, then they're ready to be placed into dirt. So what a more perfect place to put them than out here in the sun porch. I have this vintage jar and I'm going to fill it with some dirt and then put them in here for our sun porch as part of our shelving decor. And it gets so much sunlight in there, it'll still be able to grow and I can water it. I have some zinnias and dahlias along with some other mix of wildflowers in the garden that are ready to be clipped. And I'm going to come outside and make a nice flower arrangement to set in the sun porch. I gathered just different clippings I thought would look really pretty. And something I also like to do is I will allow one of my basil plants to actually flower, and it serves as a great filler for your flower vases. And the flowers on the end just add a little touch that I'm basil, but I'm not basil. And it smells so amazing to mix them in with your flowers. I'll usually clean them up a little bit by removing some of the leaves. I always cut the ends of the stem at an angle. It helps to keep them more fresh and absorb the water and stay longer. Clipping back the flowers in the garden or even deadheading always promotes new flower growth, so I will do this from time to time. And it's nice to just have some fresh flowers to bring inside. I purchased this natural woven rug from Amazon. It is so incredibly soft. I am so happy with this. It was very affordable, so I will link this in my description for you. I truly am happy with the way the sun porch turned out. I'm absolutely loving the floors. I know they're not perfect, but they work and I like them. So that's really all that matters at the end of the day. But I love how now I feel like they're more functional. We don't have anything peeling or lifting, and I know I don't have to worry about anything getting damaged. I had this wicker furniture set. It was something that came with the house when we bought it. The previous owners had left it. So I did end up recovering the ottoman with some material I thought that would go. So I matched that as best as I could with some of the pillow options I had. I found this beautiful wire cloche out at a um, spot that they have called Chartreuse and Company here locally to me. They do a vintage um, sale from time to time just through the summer months. And I just love how I took everything from my home that I previously had, other than the rug, and brought it in this room. It's kind of like a shop your own home. And a lot of items in this area also are just things I have thrifted and collected along the way, including this little coffee table. I actually thrifted this at Goodwill for, I believe, $8, and I spray painted it to match the uh, rattan set I had out here. So you'll never know what you find out thrifting. It's one of my favorite things to do. And you remember this basket here? We had picked that up. So, anyways, I'm glad that you joined me today. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. And if you're returning, thank you so much. And I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. And then we will see you again next time. Bye bye.